everybody. Well, welcome to Wednesday with Wendy. This weekly is basically a weekly takeaway, and it's not just for women. It's for anybody who wants to get out of their head and into their heart. And today especially, or this month especially, I'm focusing on communication and how we can create ease and flow in our life through tuning into our voice and tuning into our internal voice, which is our intuition, tuning into our heart and how we want to communicate with others around us. So today we're talking about communication, and the reason why I have this up here today is because yesterday I did a meditation around what I would like to share with you today, and my notes, I was just jotting down, basically just journaling, and through my intuition just told me, I just need to really get clear, really get specific about what I want to share with you this month. And I want to also share with you my heart today. Our story, when we share our stories with each other, it really empowers each other. It helps us feel like we're not alone in what we're doing. It helps us feel like, that we're not the only one that's having trouble with life. A lot of times my clients will come in here for massage and say, they'll be completely surprised by like something that I shared with them, a struggle or a situation that I had with my husband or my kids. They'd be like, "Oh my gosh, really? You? I mean, you get angry, you get mad about things?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just like you all, and I have my moments, I have my days, and those are the days that I am reminded that, this is not what I want. I don't want the stress, and I don't want the craziness, and I don't want the fighting in the home." And it just helps me step back and just realize, I do need to tweak things a little bit, and I can learn from this. So I'm going to uncover this so I can show you what I want to talk about this month. It's really, this will help me stay really focused and helping you really get some takeaways, because that's really what I want for you is some takeaways. And please comment below your takeaways. If there's something specific that, like even just a word or a sentence that I share with you today or any week, please just comment below or send me a personal message and say, "You know what, that really helped me gain some perspective around what's going on with my life right now. Is really, thank you for like showing up. Thank you for, that's what I'm really doing it for. Is I want to energetically connect to anyone who is listening, to know if something that I'm experiencing could help you, if my story can encourage you or empower you or lift you up for the day." So when it comes to communication, we can break it down into into 4 different areas of our life. So it's 4 main areas I really feel like is the main areas of our human experiences: career, spirituality, relationships, and health. And then there's sections in each area. I'm going to share that with you right now. When it comes to communication, we really can plug in how we want to improve our lives through communication with our consciousness, our outlook, and our mindset, which is internal. How we communicate with our family, how we communicate in our social circles. That's kind of an outward way we communicate. Nutrition and movement, I would say that's maybe a combination of inward and outward. Nutrition is definitely an inward, and nutrition and movement is inward and outward because how it affects how nutrition affects us energetically as we when we eat things that are healthy for us, that raise our vibration, heal our guts, heal our minds. Movement, it's an outward and inward energy where it does support us internally. It strengthens our body internally, and it also strengthens how we show up in the world externally. So this is really important area of communication in our lives, because if we're not taking care of our bodies through food and movement, we tend to not show up in our lives every day on a day-to-day basis, and we tend to just show up halfway. If we don't show up 100% for ourselves, we don't show up in our lives 100%. And also that is also very applicable to the career area of our life. If we decide that just to play it safe in our career, or just be mediocre, or not really share our gifts in our career, and share our passions, share our gifts with people who we work with, that really causes some discord. Discord is when the body and the mind and the spirit are separated. And when we approach our career with a wholeness of spirituality and communication in our relationships and our health, then we can show up in our career 100%. We can feel confident in our gifts. We can feel like we can, be creative. Our creative flow increases. The ease of creative flow increases, and we can share ideas. We can show up from an energy that is from a high vibration energy. So high vibration nutrition, high vibration personal development in showing up with your gifts, high vibration in your consciousness and your interconnectedness with the universe, with your spirituality, the connectedness with each other, the connectedness with animals and plants. Social relationships, these are two can go hand in hand, because if we are wanting to raise our vibration and connect with people, connect through communication with people who understand us, it's more likely that we will, when we share our ideas, that people will understand us. So this is kind of like a new thing I've been thinking about, how when we raise our vibration and we care about who we surround ourselves with, those are the people who hear us, who understand us, who kind of like hear your idea and they're like, yeah, I get that. That sounds awesome. They want to help you run with it. They want to support you. They want to help you thrive. They want to help you succeed. So this is an internal and external communication. I mean, every one of these areas of our life is an internal and external way we communicate in our lives. It's really interesting if you think about how energy works in our lives through communication. Giving voice to your heart, what does that mean? This is something that, I shared, I think last week when I said this is my mantra for the year, is giving voice to my heart. And it's been a journey for me. It's been a long journey for me. And I've had ups and downs with finding my voice. I'm going to share with you a little quick history. I woke up Monday morning, or maybe it was Sunday morning. Early. I don't know if this ever happens to you, but like on the weekend, we don't set our alarm, but for some reason I heard my alarm, and I don't know what time it was. I'm guessing probably like 6 o'clock in the morning. I heard my alarm and it woke me up, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I just laid there, I was just thinking, and my thoughts turned to my past. all the times that I have wanted to show up and totally screwed up. For some reason I've forgotten until the other day how many times I have tried to get on stage and show up and be a better version of myself. Because I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to improve myself. And it started when, I was in dance. It started when I was little. I was in ballet. My mom put me like in every class, probably because I told her I wanted to try everything. I did baton, I did tap, I did gymnastics, I did swimming. When I got to a certain age in my life, I was starting to get taller. I was getting more self-conscious, and I had a hard time standing out. And so I quit, because when I got onto a toe, it made me even taller. So I decided, you know what? I can't handle the pressure being on stage, standing out. So I took the toe shoes off and I hung them up, and I said, I'm not doing this anymore. And so later on, when I was graduating from high school, I decided that I wanted to be in the Peach Days pageant, Peach Queen pageant in Brigham City. And I think the reason was because I'm trying to remember, and I think it was because I just thought it sounded fun. I wanted to dress up. I wanted to sit on the car and wave to everybody down, in the parade. The thing about being in the Peach Queen pageant is you have a talent you share. And my talent was a piano. And I played the bumblebee. I think that's what it's called. If you remember, I don't know if any of you know what the bumblebee is. I played the bumblebee, and I got up there, and I didn't have any I didn't have a coach. I didn't have a stage coach. I didn't have anybody really telling me how to do this. All I had was a piano teacher, and I practiced my butt off. I practiced and practiced and practiced. I wanted to play that. I wanted to rock that piece on the piano. I even had like a little part in the end where I just got up and kind of like walked across the stage and just passed out, because it's like the bumblebee is a really fast piece. And so I just acted like I was worn out and just passed out on stage. And it was kind of funny and embarrassing, because I messed up big time. I'll never forget. It didn't go as well as I thought it would. So, but one thing good came out of it. I made some money. I made $500 prize just for entering into the parade, and I got to wave and down the parade. So that was my prize. This morning I have a memory that just came up in my meditation right before I started this live. I have a memory. Geez, I don't know when the last time I thought about this, but it just popped up in my head, and I remembered what I used that $500 for. I told my mom I wanted to try, this is embarrassing, I wanted to be a model. And so I went to Salt Lake, and I paid for these classes in Salt Lake, and took modeling classes. And I spent my $500 taking this class, thinking that maybe I could start a career in modeling. So I drove my car to Salt Lake and took these classes, and I completely felt out of place. There was like 2 or 3 people in the class, and we had a stage, and we practiced walking down the walking down the catwalk, and they critique how I was standing and how I was moving and how I was looking, and it was completely overwhelming, thinking I needed to get a portfolio together and get all these gigs together that to get out there in the public eye. Well, after a few months of doing that, I decided that wasn't for me. I decided I didn't like being in the center of attention again. It was really scary, so I quit. And I decided to become a hairdresser. So I went to hairdressing school, and I thought, oh gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do this because I'm going to have to talk to people. I thought that was like my biggest fear going to cosmetology school, was talking to people, having small conversations. Anyways, long story short, I, time and time again in my history, have had this deep desire to be on stage, but never could find my voice. Never could find a way to draw from a place of confidence. Draw from a place of strength. Draw from a place of empowerment. So it's no wonder I'm sitting here talking to you today, because this is something that I've always wanted in my life. I've wanted to have the courage to stand up and speak my truth, speak from my heart. So just to tie it in to what I wanted to really just share with you today, the takeaway that I wanted you to gain from this today is the question, what is your language? Find resonance with the language of your desire. That statement came to me yesterday as I was writing. And growing up, I knew that I wanted to share something meaningful, something deeper about myself. But I couldn't find my language. I struggled, and I tried, and I fell, and I failed a lot trying to find what it was I was wanting to share and be a part of. And now that I have, even in the last year, over and over again, hated the Facebook Live, canceling, multiple gatherings. I've had maybe a dozen meetups that have been canceled, failing over and over and over again. But it was through that failure, through the pain, that I've been able to finally understand exactly what I'm doing. And what it is finding that resonance within my voice. And you know what's amazing about finding resonance with my desire, of what I want, because what I want is to speak, give voice to my heart. And what's amazing about that is connecting with the people who hear me. So when I say that communication has so much to do about the resonance of your desire in your career, that is key, has been key for me. Let me just try to explain to you what I mean by that. If you can, I hope you're starting to catch on to what I'm saying. When you decide, the more clear you get on what you want and what you desire in your life, the more clear you get in how you want to communicate that. And the more clear you get on communicating what you want in your life, the more we see it show up in our life. So the people we start to attract energetically, the people around us who support us, we attract the people around us to understand us. It's so interesting to me that all these times that I've tried to communicate my heart to people, and it hasn't come out clearly. I've stuttered, I've hesitated, I've forgotten what I even want to say, because those are the people that don't need to hear the messages I'm trying to communicate. So when you are trying to communicate, when you are communicating what you want in your life and what you want to create in your life, you're not talking to everybody. You're not trying to please everyone, I guess is what I'm trying to say. What it really comes down to is when you want to grow and develop a new skill or find what it is that you want to be doing, you know, and maybe you're like in your mid-20s and you're like, oh my gosh, this technology world is so overwhelming. I don't even know how to fit in. The number one thing you should not be doing is looking outside yourself and comparing yourself to other people. The number one thing you should be doing is closing your eyes, closing your ears to the outside world and listening to your heart. Because when you find resonance with what you want inside, the desire inside your heart, you can find the language to communicate that. And once you find the language to communicate what you want in your life, that's when the people around you hear you and understand you, and it is clearly communicated. That's when ease and flow shows up in your life. That's when you feel lit up. That's when you're like, oh my gosh, this idea I have, this desire I want in my life, that's what is most exciting. When you can communicate that desire or that need or want that you have in your life, and you're getting ideas from your heart, that's your intuition speaking to you, because that's unique to you. So I hope that this all made sense to you. And when it comes to communication, I'll be talking more on communication in different areas of our lives and how that works, and how to apply communication in different areas of your life. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if anything stood out, or if you have any questions, if it didn't quite make sense to you and you'd like to know more about what I'm talking about. I'd love to talk to you more. All right, so I want you to just sit back in a comfortable chair and place both feet on the floor. Touch your middle finger to your thumbs. Rest your hands in your lap and close your eyes. Bring your attention down to the soles of your feet. And feel the energy of the earth beneath your body, beneath your feet. And start to deepen your breath, and notice about breath deep into your belly. Pulling your breath way down below your diaphragm. Letting go of your jaw. Letting go of the muscles around your eyes. Pulling more air in next time as you inhale all the way down to your belly, into your chest. And exhale through your mouth. A couple more times just like this, into your belly, into your chest, and exhale all the way out. Deep cleansing breaths. Bringing your attention way down into your feet. Feeling the energy rising up your calves. If you can't feel any shifting or changing in how your legs feel, take a couple more deep cleansing breaths way down into your belly, into your chest. And exhale. And feel your legs get heavy on the exhale. Letting your body sink deeper as you exhale. Feeling the energy rise into your belly. Feeling the wave of relaxation overcome your back and your chest. Feeling the energy rising up to your shoulders. Just imagine what that might look like. What does the energy look like as it rises from the earth, through your legs, up your spine, to the top of your head, and back down to your hands. Notice this wave of energy filling up your body with the inhale and washing over you on the exhale as you sink deeper into the earth, into your chair. Now bring your attention to your third eye area, right? It's the area right between your eyes, your eyebrows. Bring your attention to the area right between your eyebrows. So as with your eyes shut, turn your eyes towards your forehead. And see if you can see or notice any colors behind your eyelids. Continuing to allow your shoulders to drop with every exhale, letting go of your jaw, letting go of the tension in your hands and your arms, bringing your awareness to your third eye. Slowing your breath down, extending the inhale, extending the exhale. Feeling your chin drop a little bit. Now spread your tongue across the roof of your mouth and allow the tip of your tongue to just slightly touch the back of your teeth, relaxing your jaw even more. Keeping your attention on the third eye, being aware of the energy moving throughout your body. Connecting to how you feel in this very present moment. Whatever you're feeling right now is perfect. Don't try to fight it. If you feel something rising up uncomfortable, don't fight it. Let it rise. Just notice it. And take a deep breath in and exhale through your mouth. Noticing if your feelings change. Now bring your attention to any discomfort in your body. And try the intention of breathing into that area. Like you're blowing up a balloon into the discomfort. And as you exhale, the balloon deflates. Inhaling, filling up the balloon in that space. And exhaling and allowing the balloon to deflate. Noticing any shifts in your energy throughout your body. Being very aware of how you feel physically, emotionally. Noticing how connected you feel right now with yourself. Bringing your attention back to your third eye. Now I want you to imagine whatever colors you see in your third eye surrounding you in your energy field around you, like a wave of energy. It could be swirling, moving clockwise. It could be like waves, like radio waves. It could be like wires. Whatever comes up for you in that imagery is perfect for you. Notice how your energy looks around you. And what do you see in your imagination? Because whatever you see in your mind, it actually is happening. Your mind has the power to create whatever you want. If you want to feel ease and flow, this is the space that you start from. Ease in the body and the muscles and the nervous system, in the chest and the stomach, and the shoulders and neck, and flow in the energy. This is the space that creative ideas are born without expectation. The more you expect something to happen, the more you control something to happen, which creates a disconnect. Control is the easiest way to disconnect from your creative ideas. Letting go, starting with your breath, letting go through your muscles, your nervous system, letting go in your mind. attention to how wonderful your energy looks around you. Ease and flow. And just enjoy it. Your heart wants to help you create what you want. Your heart wants to help you find resonance with your language, the language that you want to speak. So tuning in every day this way will help you practice tuning in to your creative flow. Thank you for joining me today. If you're ready to move from the space, you can wiggle your toes, you can at this time, or you can just continue this awesome feeling you created for yourself. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye.